Welcome back to Out of the Woods Adventures. This is part 2 of our Canadian Rockies Overland trip. If you missed part 1, definitely go back and watch it. We visited one of the most epic campsites ever. On this episode 2, we have a whole bunch in store for you, between some hikes, some viewpoints, some off-roading, some camping, a little bit of it all. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So our plans for today totally changed. We had multiple ideas on how we were going to spend the day, but we ended up staying at camp this morning way longer than we had planned on, just because it was amazing. We didn't want to leave. But by the time we drove, it was like almost 2 hours from that camp spot back into Radium Hot Springs. We got lunch. We had to charge the battery because we're having those issues with that not charging in the Jeep. By the time that all happened, we kind of ran out of time to do all the things we planned to do to fit the hike in or anything else. So instead, we had lunch, drove up here just outside Golden, and now we just found our campsite for tonight. We wanted something not up in the mountains. We wanted something a little bit different. So tonight we are right here by the river, and it's fantastic. It's beautiful. We chose this spot for a couple reasons. We wanted to be closer to the main road because we know we have an early start tomorrow morning. On top of that, it was a really warm day, so being by the water sounded very refreshing. Pop goes the weasel. Now the camp is just about set up. It's time for Asher and I to go enjoy that water. All right, where we going, buddy? We going somewhere super cool? Whoa. How'd you even find this, bro? That is cold. We enjoyed the water for a while, and then you guessed it, it's time for dinner, which is tacos again, because you can't go wrong with tacos. You also can't go wrong with a view like this while you eat. Just beautiful. After enjoying our dinner and some dessert, it was time to get away from the bugs and get in our tent, watch a movie, and enjoy the view. We'll see you in the morning.
Hey, what do you say? Town could be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, we could throw it and drive. With the radio up so loud they can hear us from miles. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go. Me and you, nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul.
Good. Let's go down, buddy. Oh, sport mode. That's important. Put those things in sport mode and let's go, dude. This way.
Down, we'll never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling how we do right now. My heart's on fire, coming down to the wire. While the world sleeps, we'll keep burning brighter and brighter. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go.
After enjoying Natural Bridge, we drove on to Lake Louise, heading to one of my favorite little bakeries in town because we are hungry. This bakery is a great option because they have something for everyone. They have quick grab-to-go pastries, but also fresh-made hot food and delicious coffee. Get there early though, because this place gets busy. So our plan today was to go out to Lake Louise, and it's always been on Joe's bucket list to go out canoeing on the lake. Unfortunately, even though I knew it was going to be busy for a Sunday, it was even more busy than I expected. So busy that even though we got there at about 10 a.m., the parking lot was already full and they're turning people away. So unfortunately that's not going to happen, but it's okay because there's plenty in the area to do. So we're heading to Johnston Canyon now instead, which is a beautiful kind of a slot canyon, but there's this boardwalk that goes up the wall of the canyon all the way up, and it's absolutely beautiful. We did it back in the winter on our last trip, but just a whole different beauty to see in the summer with all the blue water rushing through the canyon. Johnston Canyon is a great place to go for the entire family. The whole path is paved. It's relatively flat with a slight incline here and there, but it's absolutely beautiful and definitely a place to put on your list. My favorite part of the whole hike are these sections here, where you're raised up on the canyon wall overlooking the water. It's just super cool and super unique. There are a couple options of destinations on the hike to get to. The one that we're going to is Lower Falls, which is a total of 1.5 miles round trip. If you want to hike a little more and lose some of the crowds, go a little bit further to Upper Falls with a round trip total of about 3 miles. Alright, so we just finished up at Johnston Canyon. Absolutely beautiful, but man, it was a zoo. That's to be expected though on a weekend. I've been here during the week and it's way less busy. If you can come during the week, I definitely recommend that for all of these places, because on the weekends, it's gonna be packed, but still beautiful. Now we are on to our next hike down south of Banff. On our way to our next hike, we decided to make a quick stop at Vermilion Lakes, an absolutely beautiful spot, also a great spot for sunrise and sunset. But we were quickly back in the Jeep and on to our hike that I am so excited about. So we finally made it to our trail. We had to look around for a while. Where the Google and All Trails show the trailhead was at, there was absolutely no sign, and it wasn't marked at all, and it's a tiny little trail, so we must have driven past it 4 times before finally I just pulled over and walked up and down the road until I'm like, oh, there's a tiny little path. Yeah, then we had to look for parking for a while. Finally found parking. Now we're on our way to do the hike I've been wanting to do for years, so I'm pretty excited. That little flag right there, that is the only trail marker, which is why I had to drive back and forth a few times to find it. Good job, buddy. There's a nice shade spot right there. You want to take a seat there? Finally made it. This view is insane. I've wanted to see this for so long. We have not made it to the top. The top is still quite a ways up, but this is, for the time we have today, this is all we're gonna do. But this is the main view I wanted to see, and it's just amazing. Tough getting up here though. job, crazy. Who's gonna win? Mom or Asher? Oh, I think Asher's gonna win. Oh, Asher won. I guess you get two scoops of ice cream, huh? Mommy's still not down. There she is. Not sure how I feel about that sign. That makes me a little bit nervous. Hooray! Yeah, it was hot, huh? What'd you think of that one, Angel? Worth it. Yeah, that's where we just came from. We were kind of right there at the top of that tree line before we stopped to turn around. It was definitely, I knew it was going to be a tough hike, but actually it ended up being tougher than I thought, especially because we took the wrong route on the way up because it's just horribly marked. So that ended up being tougher. Wore Asher out a whole lot faster. But this is definitely going to be one that I'll have to come back for to get all the way up there because that would be awesome. I will say, since we came down the normal trail, it was still steep, but way more manageable, and it would have been a whole lot simpler or easier had we gone up that. Probably wouldn't have worn him out so fast. So if you do plan on doing this hike, download the All Trails or the Gaia map, whichever, and make sure you check it regularly because it's very easy to lose on the way up, just like we did. And I had the All Trails map, I just wasn't checking it often enough. But this is definitely one you can do if you have kids that are hikers, even just part of the way up like we did to get that main view. It's still totally worth it, even besides getting the summit. Now, next on our list is to get some food, and more importantly for Asher, some ice cream. Unfortunately, because of our time constraint from the hike taking so long, we didn't get anything crazy, just some McDonald's, but it worked. But soon we are back on dirt, heading to an area that I've had on my list for a few years now, and I'm super excited to explore. So I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it because the day got pushed out much further than I'd planned on, but we made it out to this amazing area. We're right on a river. This amazing canyon behind us. That cool little dome mountain behind us. But how cool is this? So excited about this. In the morning, when sunrise hits, this whole wall is gonna light up. And I'm really excited about that. This place was absolutely beautiful. We enjoyed a simple dinner on the riverside, had some dessert, enjoyed the views, and then went to bed. After enjoying sunrise and a somewhat quick breakfast, we packed down camp because we have a long ways to drive home today, roughly about 13 hours. I want to thank you so much for watching this video and coming along with us on our trip. I really hope you took something away from it, and I hope it inspires a trip of your own. If you did enjoy the video, I would kindly appreciate sharing it with anyone else you think might enjoy it, and make sure to like and subscribe to see more of our trips coming up.